Hi, everybody. Welcome to the college football edition of Proline. I'm Dave Cokin. Chirimbes is here as well. We've got Jeff Saad, our man on the street, will be joining us later on. A couple of good football games to look at as we're going to check out Michigan State at Michigan. Big rivalry battle in the Big 12. And a huge SEC contest between South Carolina and Florida. Wow. Those are two good football games. Chip, before we do that, let's tell everybody what we've got going this weekend. You've been on a big run. First of all, congratulations on that. And, of course, in this business, it's not what did you just do, but what do you got for me this week? So let's find out about that.
Dave, coming off a Pac-12 game of the year where Cal killed UCLA, coming off my Big 12 game of the year, Texas Tech over West Virginia Saturday, and my NFL total of the year, a winner on Sunday. This week I have my rivalry game of the year on Saturday. It's a matchup that didn't quite anticipate happening this early in the year, but this game just comes right at me. You know I have the unique ability to single out the single strongest play, a game you can step out on, a game you can play with confidence. And, Dave, this is a big-time winner, and I'm going to give it to everyone for $20, plus they're going to get Thursday night's NFL college, Friday night's college, Saturday and Sunday, all for $20. Give me a call, 866-841-1665. These games are there. We've been hitting them. We're right in line, and Sunday's another big day, too. We have a huge game on Sunday. 866-841-1665. $20 gets you 4 days and the game of the year.
I did not have a great weekend last weekend. I'm not going to complain. September was awesome. Had a really good month. I made some mistakes last weekend. That's simple. I can't, excuse, I didn't get lucky or something like that. I made some bad plays and did not have a winning weekend. That almost never happens where I do it 2 weeks in a row, and I love the schedule this week. 2 big games on Saturday, 2 conference games of the year. I'm going to charge just $10 for both games. Not $10 each even, $10 for both games with a 2-0 guarantee. You got to get the money on both games, so the rest of October is free. You sign up early, you get a bonus TV winner that goes tonight. It's that simple, all right? 2 huge games, guaranteed 2-0. Your cost $10. 1-866-896-1629, the number to call. That's 1-866-896-1629. All right, here we go. Michigan State and Michigan. It is rivalry time. I think it's fair to say, Chip, the Spartans are a bit of a disappointment this season. This is a team that a lot of people had in their top 10. Now, you can, from that standpoint, the entire Big Ten's a disappointment because there is no top 10 team in that conference this year. I see this being a war on Saturday. Look, Michigan State hasn't lived up to billing, but it's not like they're a bad football team. And I think they're going to bring whatever their best is this weekend against Michigan. I'm really expecting a close game here.
You know, Dave, I was surprised that the number was so high because Michigan State has won this confrontation the last couple of years. Michigan State's 4-3, but they're only 1-6 against the number. So anyone that's been back in the Spartans has taken a beating. We can see that. This Michigan team defense has really been their strong forte right here. I think they're like 15th in the nation right here. When I first saw the matchup, I was thinking that this might be my rivalry game, where I can use Michigan State in the underdog role coming off having, gotten beat a couple times in a row. But I think it's difficult to take them here, and I'm gonna play this total to go over, and because I think Michigan has offensive firepower, and I think Michigan State is going to actually look to move the ball. They can't get into a defensive match against Michigan, so I look for this game to go over the total.
Yeah, I'm just not buying the Michigan State quarterback. I think that's the biggest obstacle to me playing this football game. We know that they got a guy who can run the ball, right? That Bell is what a horse that guy is. But the problem is that teams aren't fearing their quarterback at all. Sinclair's not that good. He might get better. He's young, but at this point in time, he's a hindrance to their offense, in my opinion. And teams are starting to key on Bell. Michigan State's defense also has not been as good as advertised. It's as simple as that. Nevertheless, and I don't think it's going to be a strong opinion at this point, I think the adjustment of the number is actually proper based on the way these teams have played. I'll take Michigan State for the opinion, but I don't know that I will actually risk any money on this. It's possible I will, but I'm leaning toward just leaving the game alone, to be honest with you. Before we get to our second game, we're going to check in with our other man on the street, or our man on the street, I should say. That's Jeff Saad, LVSS. Jeff has a free pick on an NFL rivalry game going on Sunday. What is that, Jeff?
Thanks, Dave. A free play coming up from the Jets-Patriots matchup on Sunday. First, I have a college conference game of the year going on Saturday. You get that monster release along with NFL triple header on Sunday, plus a bonus TV winner going tonight. All 5 plays, just $19 from LVSS. Call 1-866-575-8916. Your free play from Week 7, Jets at the Patriots. It's an AFC East rivalry game with 2 teams going in opposite directions. The Pats swept the Jets last season, winning another division crown, while the Jets have been in a downward spiral since. This New York offense brought in Tony Sperano to run the football more, but no one told Rex Ryan that the rules favor the passing game these days. Mark Sanchez and Tim Tebow can't pass. They've lost their top wide receivers, Antonio Holmes, and top cornerback, Darrelle Revis. Meanwhile, the Patriots have been fine-tuning the no-huddle since last season when Oregon coach Chip Kelly, a New England native, met with the staff and gave them tips on communication. It's really helped the Pats' running game, and they were torched the struggling Jets defense in this division rivalry game. Take the Patriots to pour it on Sunday. Once again, I have a college conference game of the year on Saturday. You get that monster release along with an NFL triple header on Sunday and a bonus TV winner going tonight. All 5 plays, just $19 from LVSS. Call 1-866-575-8916. Back to you, Dave.
All right, thanks a lot, Jeff, and have a great weekend. Well, you know, if Michigan State and Michigan is a matchup from a conference where there's been some disappointment this year, I don't think we have to say the same thing about this next game. The SEC, whew, man, is this league living up to billing. It's better than it's ever been. It's better than it's ever been. I mean, the conference is absolutely loaded. South Carolina and Florida, the Gamecocks barely lose on the scoreboard to LSU last week, but they got killed in that football game. So they did have a big bounce off the Georgia game where they played so well. And it was if you had LSU last week, that's a bad beat. They should have won that game going away. Florida, very quietly, is starting to put themselves in the picture to do some serious stuff come bowl time this year. And his teams, they're really good. Their defense is out of sight.
Dave, I was expecting South Carolina to be a little down off of that huge performance against Georgia. And like you said, LSU really did push them around. And I was hoping LSU would win the game big. And then I'm looking to take this Florida team, now 6-1 straight up and 6-1 against the points, against a 6-0 Florida team who's 5-1 against the number. You got two juggernauts going head-to-head, point spread winners on both sides. And my first instinct was to take South Carolina. But Florida's in a new position now. They haven't been this good in a while, no. And I'd like to have them prove it to me first. And I think if the old ball coach doesn't get the Gamecocks ready here, they'll probably just slip by the wayside. But they have emerged as one of the better SEC teams this year. I think South Carolina deserves a look here anyway.
I'm going to agree. The tough part here is that they got pushed around so badly last week. And, it was a big game the week before that. I hope they don't just run out of steam. That does worry me a little bit about South Carolina. But I think the defenses are really close, and I think South Carolina's got a better offense. I know they got shut down by LSU last week. Well, that's what happens when you go into Baton Rouge. You don't get much.
Yeah. No.
I'm not saying that Connor Shaw's going to have a big game against Florida, but I think he'll be okay. And I do give Carolina the defensive edge in this game. I know they gave up a lot of yards to LSU last week, and that's not a dynamic LSU offense, but I think it was a set of circumstances more than anything else. So I will edge to the South Carolina side here. I think it's a tough game. Let's go to best bets. Any game on the schedule, the ones we talked about. Chip, I'll go ahead with Michigan State. And again, I can't give you a real best bet this week, guys, because I want to save those for the service plays this week. So I'll lean with Michigan State among the games we talked about. Take advantage of these 2 games I've got. They're both conference games of the year. First ones I've advertised this season. And they're yours for only $10 with a 2-0 guarantee. You must get the money with both games, or the rest of October is free. Also, a bonus TV winner going tonight. 1-866-896-1629 at $10. I think it's the best investment around. Take advantage of it and get the money this weekend. Chip, Monster Weekend rivalry game of the year.
Yep. Thanks, Dave. I'm coming off 4 straight Game of the Year winners, and we have another one Saturday you don't want to miss. It's $20 for the entire weekend, starting with Thursday night's action, and I've got 2 big plays Thursday, NFL College, a Friday winner between Syracuse and Connecticut, as well as Saturday's rivalry Game of the Year and an NFL blockbuster. $20 for all of this, and Dave, like you said, we're in sync. We are hitting these games day after day after day. It's a time for you to get on board. 866-841-1665. Only $20 from the big game player. 866-841-1665. I'm going to go off the board with my best bet here. It's an early game Saturday. Look for Virginia Tech to get it done against Clemson. They lost to them twice last year. The Tigers won. End up going in the Orange Bowl and, of course, getting blown out by West Virginia. But I'm looking for... The Hokies have been down this year. There's no doubt about it. It isn't like they're as strong as they have been in the past, but I think they can muster up enough to stay close to this Clemson team is coming off a bye, but I still like Virginia Tech.
All right, there you go. Good stuff from Chip and myself, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget, we do 3 of these every week. We get the NFL recap show early in the week, and then our college and pro preview shows as well. So check them out every week here at the website and take advantage of the special offers as well. For Chip and Jeff Saad, I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, guys. Make some money.
Good luck, everyone.